What's going on, guys? Jacob Ober here, coming to you with my reactions to Bucks versus Bulls Game 1. The Bucks tonight win this one by a final score of 93-86, survive a surprisingly tough game against the Bulls. The Bucks certainly didn't play their best game, but I definitely have to give some credit to the Bulls for fighting in this one. Early on, it looked like the Bucks were going to run away with it. They jumped out to a 32-16 lead in the second quarter, and then the Bulls kind of slowly chipped their way back in and eventually took a 5-point lead in the third quarter before Giannis comes back in. Bucks take the lead right back. Then the fourth quarter was kind of back and forth until the end when the Bucks kind of took control. Bulls missed some pretty wide-open shots, wide-open threes, Vucevic especially. I don't know what was going on with him late in that game, but he missed some shots you'd expect Vucevic to make. Wide-open threes, point-blank layups. The Bucks got lucky for sure that they came away with a victory in this one, considering how bad they played. And, if you're a Bucks fan, the Bucks, game ones aren't their thing. They play really, really bad in game ones. They've lost 5 of their last 6 game ones before this series. Let's see, last year they beat Miami game 1. That was a similarly bad game by the Bucks, though, against Miami at Pfizer Forum. And then they lost, of course, in game 1 in the Nets series, game 1 in the Hawks series, and game 1 in the finals. They just really don't look that great in game ones for some reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just getting a feel for their opponent and they're just not fully locked in yet. There was definitely stretches in this game where the Bucks simply did not look locked in. There was just some awful turnovers, some of them in transition. There's one by Grayson Allen where it was like a 5-on-2 and he just threw it away towards the bench, and I was so confused on what he was trying to do. There was another one, I think it was Chris Middleton, he just threw it into the bench. It was just, they didn't look sharp in this game, but the fact that they managed to come away with a victory is just, it's a testament to how good they are and how good they are at closing games, and taking advantage of opponent mistakes, with the Bulls missing those wide open shots late. And Giannis with the foul trouble, 8 missed free throws total for the team, 20 total turnovers, terrible shot selection at times. It was just an all-around ugly game from the Bucks. Thank goodness, though, that they were able to hold the Bulls in check, and the Bulls had a similarly bad game. The Bulls shot, 32% from the field tonight, 19% from 3. Bucks were 10 for 38 from 3 and 40% overall, so not quite as bad, but still a really bad shooting night for the Bucks. But coming away with the victory, a Game 1 victory, it always feels great. Because, the next one is not a must-win, especially when you're the home team. If you lose Game 1, it really feels like Game 2 is a must-win because you don't want to go down 2-0 to the other team's stadium. It's just not ideal. But yeah, hopefully this is the one bad game from the Bucks that we see this series. Very obvious that a lot of the Bucks' struggles tonight were simply self-inflicted. It wasn't really anything that the Bulls were doing in particular, that was frustrating the Bucks. It was just the Bucks not playing up to the level that we're expecting the Bucks to play in the playoffs. But hey, like I said, the Bucks, for whatever reason, are not good in game 1s. And then game 2s are usually huge bounce-back games for them. So, go out next on Wednesday, which I will be going to that game, by the way. So I'm not sure if I'll have my reactions out or not to that game. Hopefully I'll be able to get them out, but the data connection, Wi-Fi is probably going to be a bit spotty. So I will be at game 2, though, and that'll be an exciting experience. I haven't been to a Bucks game since 2018, and I have never been to a Bucks playoff game, so I'm really, really excited for that. But yeah, hopefully the Bucks got it all out in this game, and then from the rest of the series on, it's just cruise control. So anyways, guys, that's all I got to say on this game. It's pretty self-explanatory on what happened and what the Bucks need to clean up. The turnovers, the missed free throws, the bad shot selection. Drew and Chris in particular were not good in this game. I think they were they made a combined 7 out of 30 shots or something. It was just really, really ugly. But there are a few big ones down the stretch. And by the way, cannot go this video without shouting out Brook Lopez either, because he was fantastic down the stretch in this game, making a ton of huge buckets for us. It always feels like Brook Lopez is there for us. It always feels like, even if he hasn't had a rough game or he's been pretty quiet the entire night, he's going to be there in the big moment. If you need a quick bucket inside, if you need a block on the interior, something like that, he's going to be there. And he was there for those moments tonight. And it just shows how invaluable he is to the team. I mean, I remember people were saying, oh, you know, Brook Lopez isn't going to help the Bucks that much. But really, people just underestimate just how big of a piece of this Bucks team he is, because they're certainly not as good as they are without him, and they definitely don't win the title last year without him. So, anyways, guys, though, like I said, that's all I have to say. I don't know if I'll have my Game 2 reactions out or not, but hopefully I will. We'll see. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and as always, fear the deer.